Hello, so this first video is just looking at a very gentle warming up exercise, just loosening up all the joints and start mobilising the joints. It's suitable for most people. Important things to remember when you take part in all these exercises: you work within your own range of movement and work within a range of movement where there's no pain. Okay. So first thing to think about is basic posture. So when we're standing upright, we want to be making sure that our hips are relaxed, knees slightly bent, shoulders are lined up with hips, and the hips are then lined up with the centre of the feet. So you don't want your hips sort of forward or back. You just want to be in a nice relaxed position so all your weight's evenly spread over both feet. So the first exercise is just loosening up the ankles. So we're going to start with feet about a shoulder width apart. All you're going to do is just rotate your weight around the outsides of your feet. Okay, so normally in a warm-up in a class I'll do about 5 rotations in each direction. So it's important to make sure that you do even numbers in both directions in all the exercises. Okay, I won't do the full amount in this video. So the next one we're going to do is step our feet a bit closer to about a fist width apart and do exactly the same. So still concentrating on the ankles. So the range of movement is going to be smaller because our feet are closer together. So when you're rotating, you want to make sure you're not going too far so you feel like you're falling over, or your heels are coming off, or your toes are coming off the floor. So it's just enough to feel that weight rolling around the edge of your feet. Okay, so 5 repetitions each way is enough. You can always do more if you want to lengthen the exercises. So from here we're just going to rest our hands lightly on the knees. You're not going to put any weight on them. Going to keep the hips relaxed, the head up. And all you're going to do from there is just small rotations of the knee. Okay, you don't want to do any violent movements through the knees. We don't particularly like it. So very gently, again, you're kind of rolling your weight around the outsides of your feet. So from there we're going to stand up. So when you're standing up, for any posture where you're bent over, the first thing you need to do is just to bring your hips forward, straighten your back up, and then stand up using your legs. So rather than going from here and standing up there, using these muscles, the small muscles in your back, straighten your back up, stand up, but you're going to use your legs rather than the small muscles. So from there we're going to stand back out to shoulder width. So palm of one hand on the lower abdomen, back of the other hand in the small of the back, and keeping the shoulders fairly still. Just going to rotate your hips. So you should feel the pelvis rocking backwards and forwards as you rotate it. That's going to loosen up the pelvis, the hips, lower back. So from there we're just going to go back up to the wrists, so we can just bring our hands up, just rotating the wrists, keeping the rest of the arms fairly still, and back the other direction. And working on the elbows, you can alternately rotate the hands down in front of the body, and then the reverse of that obviously is coming back up the centre. Again, keeping the upper arms from the elbows to the shoulders as still as possible. There the arms are just going to relax. I'm going to go onto the shoulders, so the shoulders do a big roll forward, followed by a little roll. So try not to hunch your head down, so you want to keep your head up. Just using your shoulders, and then obviously backwards, it's just the opposite. So big rolls, followed by a small roll. So once the shoulders are loosened up, we go up to the neck. Really important, the neck, but when you're loosening up, you don't overextend the moves, you don't force any movement, so it's just very gently side to side, as far as it feels comfortable. You don't really try to really pushing it. If you start feeling a bit lightheaded or a bit dizzy, you need to stop. I'm going to go backwards and forwards. Again, just a very comfortable range of motion. And then just finish off with just small circles of the head. So again, both directions, same number of rotations. You should end up back in the posture you started with. Okay, so it's a very simple one. You can do it quite easily at home. So have a go and enjoy.